have actually got 17 minutes, OK? You happy?
Yeah.
Can you show us that? Thanks, it.
So Holly's main course, pan-fried fillet of sea bass with sweet potato puree, figs and five spice. It's just sounding really sweet.
I love sweet potato, I love figs. I'm just not sure if I'm going to love it with a piece of sea bass.
Don't play with your bass. Let it cook. Because the more you muck around with the fish, the more likely it is to fall apart.
Yep, yep.
You're doing really well. You've got about 2 minutes left.
Thank you.
Good job, you. Right on time.
I can't carry them all. I've done a pan-fried sea bass fillet on a sweet potato puree with figs, spring onions and flaked almonds and a little drizzle of balsamic syrup. Hope you enjoy it.
It looks absolutely beautiful.
I literally want to stick my head in it and eat it. It smells amazing. It really does.
This is a really delightful dish to eat. The figs looks beautiful on the plate. It tastes great. Contrary to what we thought, everything here sits in perfect harmony.
Everything's really well cooked, it's very well balanced. There's loads and loads of texture, loads of flavour, lots of contrast. I love it.
It was rubbish, and that's why I demolished the entire plate in 30 seconds flat.
The fig? I really don't like it with the fish, I'm sorry.
If you just take the fig away, that's a very decent and accomplished sea bass dish.
Dessert to go. What are we going to do for your dessert?
Poach my peaches.
So for dessert, Holly's doing as a cardamom rice pudding with poached peach, rosewater and crushed pistachios. Sounds like a dreamy dessert.
It's got a floral thing going on, but if it's badly done, it tastes like a mouthful of potpourri, I always find, which is a crime.
Keep on stirring that. What's going to happen to the rice?
It's gonna get horrible.
You've got to do something, don't you, Holly?
Yeah.
You've always got to do something. You can always wash the dishes if you need something to do.
I do enough of that at home.
Make sure you got no fingerprints or anything. Make it all shiny. You got lovely little blingy bits in the middle. Make it as bling as possible. Don't drop it. Please don't drop it.
I've done a rice pudding for you with rosewater and cardamom. I've poached the peaches and then it's got pistachios and edible rose petals on top.
You just want to dive into it. It's like a wafting pillow of loveliness. It's just great. The rice is slightly undercooked, so it's slightly crunchy, but the crunch of pistachio is delicious with it, and the vanilla just comes through from that rice pudding.
I love this. I think it's really, really good. The rice is al dente, but I really like that.
I think the smell was phenomenal, and I think the flavour was too strong, so it doesn't eat as well as it smells.
The rose petals on that warm rice pudding are making the whole thing smell like a rose garden. It's lovely.
The issue for me is the rice is undercooked. She's got a great palate, but she's got a few techniques to sort out.
This is how I cook at home. I just hope they like it as much as I do.
Really like what you've got on this bench.
For my main course, I'm doing pan-fried cod, serving that on top of a tomato, chorizo, white bean stew. And for my dessert, I'm doing spiced poached pears with an Italian meringue and just chocolate sauce and some toasted hazelnuts.
How does the Italian meringue work on the plate with the poached pear?
I coat the pear in the meringue and then toast it.
Brilliant. Oh, how exciting. So you've done this before?
Yeah, I've done it before. I've practiced it a few times. The last couple of times it's been spot on, yeah. Yeah, it's been really good.
What are you hoping our champions will see in this?
Main course, I just want the flavour to just smash them in the face. Hopefully with the dessert, they'll see a little bit of skill from the poaching of the pear from the meringue.
I've eaten a fair few puds in my time, and I've never seen one of those.
Well, first time for everything, isn't it?
He has been clever in the way in which he's designed his menu. Bean, stew with a cod on top. That's lovely. And then to turn around and do something really impressive like a poached pear covered in Italian meringue, it should really surprise them with something quite beautiful.
It smells fantastic.
David's main, pan-fried cod, chorizo, tomato and white bean stew. To me, that actually sounds really nice.
The challenge with this dish is making sure that the chorizo doesn't overpower the taste of the cod.
Oh. Couple of minutes left, David. Lovely. Come on, sunshine. Well done, mate. Good job.
Hi guys, nice to meet you.
Hello.
So your main course is pan-fried cod on a stew with tomato, chorizo and cannellini beans. Enjoy it. Thank you.
It smells delicious.
The cod is beautiful.
The stew itself is really tasty. It's rich and savoury. I think he may not have considered the level of salt the capers and the olives bring to the stew. It's really good, but the balance is a little bit off.
Cod is flaky, exactly as I want it to be, and I love the sauce. That's my sort of food.
So Jamie's making a fillet of sea bass with champ, spinach, and clam and cream sauce. That sounds really nice.
Do not overcook the sea bass and add crispy skin, that's what's key.
That's something I would order. I think that sounds delicious.
I like your ideas and presentation. What's to come on this, Jamie?
The sauce, and then it's done.
Sauce. Very nice, very nice. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Lovely. Thank you.
So we have a fillet of sea bass with champ, garlic spinach, and a clam, cream and white wine sauce. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Does smell nice.
Crispy skin?
Yeah,
Yay!
crispy
skin.
Jamie's a generous man. I have a lot of champ.
I have a lot of champ as well.
The fish is beautifully cooked. It's got crispy skin. Everything's really well seasoned. I like probably the sauce to be a little bit lighter rather than so thick, but it's a good dish. Really good dish.
Although there is a lot of champ, it's not dry in any way at all. I was worried that there wouldn't be enough sauce, but it's absolutely, you know, bang on.
I think this is delicious. I'm really impressed.
I find that dish immensely eatable without being stunning. Left to my own devices, I'd probably polish off the whole lot.
It's a crowd-pleasing dish. A crowd-pleasing dish, that's what it is.
Jamie, you now have 15 minutes for your dessert,
Thank
yeah?
you, yeah.
Are you okay? Are you up to speed on that as well?
Absolutely fine, yeah.
You are flying, mate. You are flying. Well done.
For dessert, Jamie's making apple tart tatin. Although it sounds simple, it's quite brave to go with a classic, I think. We want a deep caramel in the apple, nice crispy pastry.
He has nowhere to hide, really, and it needs to be spot on.
Is it ready to come out? Yay! Come on. You turn it out. You got him. Are you happy with this, Jamie?
No, it hasn't caramelised nearly as much as I would like it to have done, but hopefully it still tastes nice.
Can we go?
Yeah. We have for dessert an apple tart tatin with vanilla cream. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. Thanks.
It doesn't look like tart tatin to me. There's no caramel in that apple at all. It's like it's apple pie.
Yeah, it is apple pie that's been put upside down.
Yeah. It's not tart tatin, but it is really tasty.
I quite like the taste of it. I quite enjoy the tartness. The chantilly cream is nicely sweetened, and the pastry, surprisingly, is quite crispy.
I've turned mine over. Mine's apple pie now. I'm not really sure what's gone on here. The apples have almost broken down to a puree. I've enjoyed eating it, but it's not a tart tatin.
It's almost like an apple pie without the pie. It's a bit of a shambles.
If you were very, very small and you were sitting in a high chair going goo goo gaga, I think you'd probably like it.
It's so stressful in there. It's really, really tough to get it all on the right time. I'm sure if I had 4 hours, it would have probably been fantastic. But gave it the best shot.
Main course is based on the dish that my mum makes, my favourite roast dinner.
I think the main course is a really big ask. Spiced lamb with cauliflower and onion and potato bhaji on the side. We're talking about a modern approach to Indian food using an English Sunday roast as a base. Lamb's got to be cooked very, very well. Will it be pink or will it be done all the way through as you would expect an Indian curry to be done? I think they look fantastic. I love the polish, I love the form, I love the thought. This looks fantastic.
Appreciate that.
Jane's starter is a take on her childhood Sunday tea. Winkles and parsley on toast, served with pan-fried cockles and mussels, langoustine tempura, deep-fried caperberry, and a saffron lemon mayonnaise.
That's probably the best looking winkle cockle dish I've ever seen. Every little bit of that shellfish is beautiful. It's got exactly the right texture as well, and there's the saltiness of the sea coming from it as well. Your tempura is as light as you like. Your langostine's brilliantly cooked. Textures are great. Flavours are natural and they're good. Well done. I would like a little bit more sharpness in my mayonnaise because I think that can work with saffron. But as for the rest of it, it tastes of what it should do, and that's the sea. The joy of the gift from the sea. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Helen is hoping her scallop, pancetta and pea starter and her roasted turbot on spiced beans and fennel main will take her through to the quarter-final.
Let me start by saying I think this is a very attractive dish.
Thank you.
You've got slight mint in the peas, sweet scallops, salty, crispy bacon. What you set out to do, you have actually accomplished 100%.
If you went to a restaurant and somebody put that in front of you, you'd be going, oh yeah, winner. That's great.
Thanks.
You have only 10 minutes left. Only 10 minutes left. 30 seconds. If it's not on the plate in 30 seconds, it ain't going on. 30 seconds. Stop. Stop. Stop.
There's 2 little drops.
Yeah, that's it. You're out of time. Same time as everybody else.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That looks amazing.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Did you get it done? Yeah, I did.
Karen, your turn, please.
Management consultant Karen has served pan-fried sea bass, a garlic bread ring, crispy pancetta and pea shoots, with a sauce made from sweet potato, chorizo, and a chili pepper sauce from Barbados.
Get you! Look at that. That is a very lovely looking dish. That's restaurant standard.
Lovely presentation, decent cooking, your fish is cooked okay. I love your crispy garlic hoop. I find the sauce slightly disappointing because it tastes mostly sweet to me. And when you mentioned Barbados and the Caribbean, I was expecting a little bit more heat.
Yeah.
The textures of the dish are great. Like Greg, I think that the promise of that spicy sauce hasn't been realised. I think you just do a little bit more of a bit more oomph.
I'm a bit disappointed in myself, really. I could kick myself for not putting a little bit more chilli in. I think that's the thing, really. But hey, not bad.
Just 2 minutes. Get it on a plate now. Pedro, you've got 5 seconds. Stop.
That was hard.
Is that roast that beetroot?
Yeah, roasting, but it didn't cook in time. I don't know if it's cooked. That's the only problem.
Pedro, up you come, please.
Languages graduate Pedro's calling card is pan-fried fillet of sea bass on a cauliflower puree with couscous and roasted and pickled beetroot, topped with edible flowers.
I love the sort of pickled beetroot effect, the sweet and sharpness you've got there. It's cooked very, very well indeed. Your fish is wonderful. And I like the little notes of flavours you've got through that very well-seasoned couscous. That's a great dish. You know, a young fella out of his kitchen cooking like that, I'm really impressed.
For me, I'd like to have that couscous with the vegetables as a first course. And then after that, I'd like to follow on with this piece of sea bass with that cauliflower puree and the pickled beetroot. Maybe I've got 2 calling cards instead of 1.
You know what? I didn't get grilled. Like there was a few faults. Cool. That's room for improvement. I didn't get grilled, so I can be proud about that.